My everything is you, Lord. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Everybody say, ah. Say, oh, oh. Say, how can I express my gratitude for all the many things you've done for me? Words are not enough, to say thank you. Say, Lord, you are my everything. You're my everything. How can I express my gratitude? How can I express my gratitude for all the many things, you've Father, you done for me, yeah. Words are not enough to say thank you. Say, Lord, you are, you're my everything. Say, I call you Jireh. You're my provider. I call you Nisi. You are my banner. I call you Rapha. Hey. You are my healer. Say, Lord, you are. You're my everything. I call you Jireh. You're my provider. I call you Nisi. You are my banner. I call you Rapha. You are my healer. Say, Lord, you are. You're my everything. Oh, you're my thing, you know. 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 Yeah. So, oh, yeah. Oh, you're my thing, you know. Okay, Abusia and Mamunyina Chimwakwaba, we thank you for spending time and also showing interest in what we are doing. It's a Saturday afternoon, the very last one for the month of November 2022. And we come your way with another edition of The Community and the Law. Today, I'm going to ask you now, if you own a car in the UK and you have probably parked somewhere you're not supposed to park, or you've driven beyond the speed limit and you've been giving a penalty charge notice, PCN, what do you do with that? How do you challenge that? How do you prove that you are innocent, you didn't do anything wrong? I'm going to show you how to do that. And then penalty charge notice a challenge and all the other legal questions you have, we shall be answering them. Our guest as Charles Asma from BWF Solicitors. Mikhail will say we are live on BWTV, we are live on BW Radio, we're live on all the social media platforms near DNT Osaka link na share so that others will have the benefit of it. Once again, I welcome you to another edition of The Community and the Law.
Yeah, I was saying, Messiah HLBO Emma, but thank you for having faith in us on this very cold Saturday afternoon in November here in the UK. If I'm Riku Frimpon, and I have the privilege and the honor to host the program today, The Community and the Law. We're coming your way for the next 2 hours, and we're live on BWTV, we're live on BW Radio, we're live on BWF Solicitors Facebook, we're live on BWF Solicitors YouTube page. Any social media platforms are doing now. People who have joined us are doing the onerous thing and the honorable thing, where we are sharing the link with all our wonderful people in our network. And call your Facebook page and also call YouTube page and also and LinkedIn page and also now click a like. Then you pick up the link and share it in your network. And the Yababiti home and Komodomekai will say BWF Solicitors and Afa Ehon Eke, BWF Solicitors, 214 to 218, Tottenham High Road, no so, Seven Sisters, North London, where you Monday to Friday, free on 9 o'clock. Ekosi enyumere 6 o'clock. Na de wo ye no ade a eboa community no enyina. Dedi kan emramu enchetremu say o PBB concerning legal issues here in the UK, especially with your nationality and as immigration matters. You have to go to the right place, and the right place is BWF Solicitors. BWF Solicitors and so emreku na sejuma Obuayen Emma Yete Emrano ase yenya applications, yenya appeals, yen call court, yen representative opeso investment wajuma and some Emrano new regulations about ye chichimu nina a BWF Solicitors and udimo akotepa a chichimu. Yebefre won, yes. One telephone number a 0208 493 7340 0208 493 7340. Announce emergency number 077 127 61884 077 127 61884. BWF Solicitors, they've been with us 30 years running and still going strong. And unti say o baby ubenya experience ubenya more motimrana say ubenya more ede adwuma ye pa na eye BWF Solicitors. We'll take the message and we'll be right back.
This is our world. Here we are in our community. There are the laws. There are the regulations. We have BWF Solicitors. BWF Solicitors, experts in all aspects of the law, family law, civil litigation, all immigration and nationality issues, representation in court, marriage and divorce. We pride ourselves to give you excellent legal services and follow through till we get you the right result and decisions. That is our mutual satisfaction. We have a team of excellent qualified solicitors and support team to help you every step of the way. Our senior partner with over 30 years of unbroken service to the community is a member of the Family Law Panel and has advised several lawyers and institutions in many legal matters. He is qualified to practice both in the UK and in Ghana. Come to us. Speak to us. Let us represent you. We are your trusted community partners when it comes to the law. Locate us on the 4th floor of the Anna House, 214 to 218 High Road at Seven Sisters in North London, N15 4NP. Nearest train station, Victoria Line to Seven Sisters Station, exit number 2. We are open for all consultations from Monday to Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Weekends by appointment only. Call us now on 0208 493 7340 or 077 127 61884. BWF Solicitors, your trusted legal partner.
BWF Solicitors, say, ma ye Yemremo and Como and BWF Solicitors, as I've said, you can contact them on 0208 493 7340 0208 493 7340. We could be our Wayan Emma and we're bringing that to you. And see, we're going to our nuggets and we'll be reading something real quick. Na Yama lawyer Achayen Asie Ewo Random Musania Asi Atie. Lawyer Charles Asma will be explaining that for us. But in the meantime, not Mame and Kaiwe or say the Home Office nationality good character requirement has been amended and the 10-year ban may no longer be applied. This change means illegal entry, overstaying, and absconding may also be disregarded when assessing good character requirements during the relevant 10-year period. This means to succeed, the following must apply. The applicant is applying for naturalization as a British citizen or registration after June 28, 2022. The person holds indefinitely to enter or remain, and no concerns, for example, relating to their character, have arisen since the grant of indefinite leave that might cast doubt on the decision. We epic free the Nationality and Borders Act of 2022. We're still in 2022, so you know this is fresh from the oven. Home Office nationality good character requirement has been amended and the 10-year ban may no longer be applied. May corner a lawyer Abeche say. But in the meantime, Kai will say this December, BWF Solicitors, as usual, is giving you that wonderful opportunity to win prizes. Now, the Obeyane say will be following quiz, which is starting from the 1st of December 2022. It will be live on Rainbow Radio, it will be live on BW Radio and live on BW TV as well. Now, the Obeyane say anytime we come on, especially the Thursday editions and the Friday editions and the Saturday afternoon editions, and we'll answer a few questions. Now, you stand a chance of winning the first prize, which is a 2-week paid holiday in Ghana. Flight and accommodation, covered. You can win the second prize, which is £500. And the third prize, which is £200. So follow all our social media handles. Now, what me at the actually now BWF Solicitors at the quiz competition are grown. In T-Shannon, so set from the 1st of December 2022, you stand a chance of winning the first prize, which is a 2-week paid holiday accommodation and flight covered. You stand a chance of winning £500 and you stand a chance of winning £200 and not a third prize, any other consolation prizes. Tisha and Sosa and Mami. Okay, now, let's go to the nugget again. Now, Uncle Charles, what I mean, most na fi on for young and firm Home Office nationality good character requirement has been amended. Omo amended na saying denti no ma amended and ding ena e was a uhunu ewomo. And unti young call back na fi mima lawyer Charles Asma akwaba ewo program. So lawyer, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Na po mai.
Yamiado na unswe.
Ja, you kukrim. Lumba nebo no you say kukrim. Good. Adwuma mboko de.
Yamiado.
The Yamia say, what did be abato at the Amayan say Home Office at the BB Fufrobi Abba, which in itself is taking away some restriction be near the toe and crofoso na ebe free at the Amma. Whatever, let's go through what was the restriction, why has it been taken away, and what are the benefits of it?
That's we'll go through the nugget and later we will offer our greetings to Etiefone Ashafo. And see, nugget no na piemu no eyede. The man yede ne say, ense na bra yes mra no yes some Nationality and Borders Act 2022 ban no na bebre ne yesro because we're looking at the other side see betumi aju BBF in nsemu a yembo kokko. Okay. No kra no nyame adom e ba ye no say empo Secretary of State wo duty say obe request obesiki permission from special tribunal as a commission and sa with me etusa na mo no na ne be pie mu nso bie mu aye ni je no say there is something we call suitability under the immigration rules. No?
Okay.
Suitability is say, we back room hana wokrata ewu let's just say wabe yo bia unkuta bia. So we ni nemua kosi bra ya meba ye wadom. Ebi ana wo kwasane on kra na afidie nti ni suro nti na wejai na yesi abs we nipa no wejane we tu baby otino akwetena baby wa absconde ana say nipa no waye overstay na de na ewu nti waye overstay safo no nyina no na mbra no echichire won say ansa na yebeji wa tumi say oman ba no let us say free brona wo ho ebeto say afidie wonni say immigration control and I say who as a show baby at least work a crowd would be to try one is a say unya cost for about 10 years 10 years no no now we are indefinite now you cry ube cremu for another 1 year now feed ye ya me adom we move on
is eventually a banning by 11 years
more or less but near osha na ya hochire bebre to be man we indefinite so na so train because of kwan bi of so a or de benya na setena no.
Okay.
Na ne akopie mu ne say ye share section 6 of the British Nationality Act na o kwan a kwan a obefa so a obe qualify for citizenship so we penia.
Okay.
Na we akola so a section 1 section 2 section 3 no ema o kwan a obefa so a oba ye British ni by registration.
Okay.
Na nia ewom no say section 6 no senior anim for mpanimfo na nugget air can naturalization na wokọ na se ho baby a fa na schedule 1 and no be sure say what's na legally continuous resident for 5 years kofa we bra no what about be a what's na 5 years na before that no before 5 years na nyamemu enye ntina oni bi ansa odi benya bi. Nti na quite say confusion e wo baby e favor bi mu en favor bi mu nti mra no ekopie mu ne say afi de more or less a standardize ade no the standardization abem ne say you need to be resident continuously legally 5 years wunya no a kuta indefinite nso 1 year ukura indefinite no wie a after 1 year not just say you bo e kabo mo that's about 6 years me boa not just say kwan ebia obetumi aye naturalization but that is only for obia obey application and that's all year application from 28th of June 2022.
So to qualify no I was say your application after 28.
So cut a relevant time no 28th of June 2022 no your application na obef decide.
But then na mo ma ye hu say ye share emre bia na war retrospective effect no ni ade. Does this not qualify?
Well, this doesn't have any retrospective effect. It only has progressive effect. And you know can say obi obey application from this date in June end of June kono obetumi agina emre ya yade abai eso na ode aye. Nkwala ne de no bebre no ya na ye discretionary.
Okay.
Apart from say bia o maame o papa ekuta bi na akwala ne gina no so no wokọ nkwala ne de section free no a of the law no aya na ye discretionary na secretary of state no epe no na obehwe no ode ama akwala no but most of the times akwala so atna ekrom have 5 years na eno so no akwala no based on new rules na aba under Nationality and Borders Act no 2022 no nkwala nso enye emu echefa nti yehwe we mu a na kire say obi omu a otwen say 10 years no bedu na afide wakonenim because emrane say na wonni bi ansa wo benya nti twen for 10 years but emrane say wonni bi na wo benya ya we trying for 5 years. Now with the 1 year no when you're indefinite no.
I mean no from this point a day nema your banning will be for 10 years no. We're talking good character here. A day enna we ya emma won't qualify say o character ni good.
Yo say immigration mrano e kaba obia.
Okay.
Before we you when film not just say we could indefinite permanent residence.
Okay.
Then we say you are not under immigration restriction. and that's what we are citizen. Now, apart from that, we say we limited cry, you are restricted temporarily. That's a we need to cry there, and there you are restricted 100%.
Okay.
To be woman na oba visit, and na there no ebewu ewo ne nsem. Na bibi nti wentumi anko ne krom, and na wakam.
Okay.
Nti saa bro no nipa no abeye overstayer. Atumra. Komra no ne say oba no kan say oba na wako. Nti say wan kwade na kyesa watumra no. Obi o ma ya friend say every week and say every month by report wo ho ema aban nkrofo a mo hwe immigration so. Obi nipa no report na bibi nti
Wajai.
wentumi antoa so anko report. Na mpo bebi a ote no insese akoba nti address no kra de akosesa. Ya hwehwe no a yehu no emremu no omo consider no say nipa no adwane kwa absconde.
Okay.
Saafo no nyina no say omo benya bi na so omo de tenemu a na just say omo character suitability no aye issue. Nti more or less no as I say utwa efidu na we declare wo ho. I say
So within the 10 years, can the clock set back in the sense, and within the 10 years, they're expecting that you be of good character. Maybe a BBNT, Bonibi, Akwakupim, it could be an accident, it could be something deliberate or something. Does the 10 years start counting back from when you would have committed another crime, if I'm allowed to do that?
It's okay. We don't say these are crimes per se. They are breach of immigration rules.
Okay.
Because when you use the word crime, it appears to be a criminal offense that the police may have to deal with.
Okay.
But these are breach of immigration rules. It might be advertent or inadvertent. Whatever it is, we break it emrano a cover immigration. Say yes, report one report, we break it. Say yes, we back on one call, we break it. Whatever it is, internet just say we subine no question mark be there.
So the good character necessarily concerns your dealings with immigration issues and matters.
And see, good character with respect to crime and other offenses, and good character with respect to breach of immigration rules. Until we can nugget back to the nugget, for example, relation. Okay, so a person. Read that third paragraph.
This means to succeed, the person must apply, the applicant is applying for naturalization as a British citizen or registration after 2018.
We'll go to the fourth paragraph.
The person holds indefinite leave to enter or remain, and no concerns, for example, relating to their character, have arisen since the grant of indefinite leave that might cast doubt on their decision.
So, here, we are not looking at Nkofua or Mumbai overstay near Adiano. And I can say, I don't know why I say a bit loose. But maybe I'll say nothing should cast doubt on the person's suitability. No, you can't call for even though Omar qualify under the new rules. No, but be or who be seen or crying, be or character no is so serious or tainted to the extent say it might not be in the interest of the public good for them to be granted such naturalization as a citizenship. Like I say, we are moving away from mere breach of immigration rules to criminality.
Okay. Yeah, say afi and what join the and say Home Office at the Emra Fufubi Abba na the worker and say wo a breach immigration rules na be a say was say oko na oko renew and also oko year registration or naturalization na ke be ban for 10 years but say the worker and say from the 28th of June 2022 so no may not apply. I know just say for who ne kodi boni bia may not apply into Sheldon Sosa and my. I'm saying for say I think we're joining we're live on BWTV, live on BW Radio, and also on the social media platforms. I would BWF Solicitors, Facebook, YouTube, and the home. Yeah, lawyer.
You can say when you're in the finish, that's about trying for 10 years and so while we move on to naturalization, after holding the indefinite for 1 extra year, to say, I can say, so to me, prove say, what's now legally continuously for 5 years there. Now, what crowd, for 1 year, and because 1 year, next year, say, Ubenya, a quine, a was a quine. So, can not way no ever home, be Bremen Crawford, obey mu legally. Not a mother twice, so after 5 years, then you move on, after 1 year, then you move on to naturalization. Obi a no woman no ano ni bi no ansa afi na obenya no ade na san krofo no no omunya saa flexibility no but ye hwemu a you no more standardize bibia nti akoye ni je sam bebre nia wo hia ne say 5 years legally continuous, you have your 1 year indefinite, then you can say the 7th year you can make application for naturalization.
Okay. Mr. Safino are joining. You have joined us together with Sandra Fraser. Sandra, thank you very much. Samson, you were Eric Boating, you were Mami Oda Williams, Sarkodia, Michael Atta, Samson, you were a queer Abrefi Boama, Nanaba for Avoid Redoy. I care for Akuma, yes, I mentioned that Nana Day, or this year, but Nana Kweku May Dede. We're live on BWTV, live on BW Radio. Pastor Augustine Amboaji of London, thank you very much for joining us. You're telling us to share. Yes, Pastor Augustine, thank you very much. Yes, definitely, we'll be sharing. And this share banana kume de also yadase. Aisha Ama Nimo, thank you very much. And of course, Moamaba so enyina yame enshamo se money some anasa money jumedi kopem se me capture or se ko BWF Solicitors na wujidi na woko na oni won so ekoko ye adwuma BWF Solicitors medical board mania no 0214 to 218 Tottenham High Road no so 7 Sisters North London 0208 493 7340. Okay, Abusia, there is something I would want to bring your attention to, and it's very interesting. Who a car with UK, right? Who drive it the beer? Na yes, parking ha. Do maybe yes, you do the parking. Na fe ubeba near the ticket abohon. Ticket no when ena a day ebebo ho cancel. And now say a obi private parking space and we'll call ye and your day about tour. Very soon I'll be showing you a copy of the parking ticket. So ubeti me ehunu senia see at here. Now say ye mount sa PCN ye maubia. I say it's one of the most worrying things ever anybody in the UK who drives can have. Bia obeko wo car ho na etare ho obeye ne day. Yemfa ne se wo car ni ena yede PCN no abebo ho ede ama. Se yede saa ade we ebebo wo car ho a obeye ne day. Ekwan ben so ena wo fa a handle no. Lawyer Charles Asma any eba beko through it. Now, the question we're going to ask is, how do we appeal against this? Because you might even say that, oh, Adewe, it's not my fault. I have reason. I just parked for a minute just to attend to something so quickly and the rest of it. Do you have any chance for getting this cancelled for you? Why in this yellow notice so penalty charge notice or PCN? Why in a debabo? Senipano ede boha, can you challenge the person there and then? Or you'd have to wait. Eddie. But whatever it is, BWF Solicitors has a solution for us and how to handle that. And that is why I have the honor again to welcome Lawyer Charles Asma. Lawyer, I'm the most guilty of this. Penalty teacher, and I know there are so many people who share my frustration when you go to see say the ticket a car. Very frustrating. Can I appeal against it? Can it be cancelled? Are they always right to put this on my car?
So the answer is yes to an extent.
Okay.
Yes, to an extent. So the conversation will cover the extent to which cancellation can be permitted
Okay.
and circumstances under which you cannot cancel it, but you can mitigate it, depending on how much it has risen to.
Okay.
Now, we're going to go touch on the various aspects of this offense. And that's a notice. Your private notice.
Okay.
When you encroach in a way a private property, nipa no betumi the penalty abrel, but eno no enye notice say or the letter bebrel. So we park your private property so without permission. So time no is sanka wutina mu na say wutia no wentua santi. This is a private property. You have used the property without permission, so pay. And you're private.
Okay.
And the war back on swa council ne TFL Transport for London operate. Into the councils have powers under the relevant secondary laws. I find of bylaws no used to control parking and control movement of vehicles or vehicular movement within that local area. And it's our power no, if you contravene that mrano almost what to me so omama penalty say and it's a charge say betua. Na wo police there. Police there no enye ho nkomo na yebedi no enne.
Okay.
Police there no beat is will fall under the Road Traffic Act 1988 together with all the relevant amendment and provisions. Police there no strictly falls under strict liability offenses. In the strict liability offenses, we said drink driving, crossing red, over speeding, all those ones, you know, police in their control. Into your share near police control, your share near councils a control, and your share individual private landlords and so a control. And that conversation, you know, mostly will be on near councils a control. Now, we want to see the PCN abrel yellow sack no with paper inside. Now I try to run away busono. Now I catch us away run so, and it's mainly parking and driving through unauthorized roads or places within that borough.
Okay. You mentioned two situations where you bet me driving through unauthorized routes, but parking. Lawyer, Mr. O, say, my call, baby, you say, be a permit holders only. Na mejina I've stopped there. I'm still in the car. Does it mean I have parked and I am liable for ticket whilst I am sitting in the car?
If you are sitting in the car, to an extent, you've stopped.
You haven't parked.
You have stopped. But once you move out of the car, you've parked the car. And you might have parked correctly or incorrectly. If you park wrongly or incorrectly, then you are liable to a charge.
Okay.
Now, if you are sitting in the car, presumption is that you are about to maneuver and you want to avoid danger.
Okay.
The presumption is that you are giving way to other people, road users, with a view to enhancing or fostering or promoting health and safety. It is a wutimu na nimpa no eba and as a bar around about me so be musa wutimu. Sa enforcer no be musa wutimu.
Okay.
To musa nimpa we on park here we jina for whatever reason.
But he could be sitting in the car for a very long time.
Well, I don't see why you have to spend 2 hours sitting in your car unless you are sick or you have nowhere to go. But the presumption is that even if you are sitting in that car, then you have to make sure that you are sitting appropriately, you've stopped appropriately, because you cannot stop anyhow.
Okay.
But the point is this. Yes, you can be in that car, but some microphone bar around, let's say, let's say you're wrongly positioned there. But culture say move it properly.
Okay.
Could be say bibi
But
na
so what team here? The person has no right to give you a parking ticket because you have not parked.
So what timu?
Yes.
What timu dia? He can only tell you if there's something wrong. Abaka just fix. I mean, do something about it. But then when nature say wonkoye na waba wonkoye na waba wonkoye na waba. Some moments no bet you you've just landed there.
Okay.
Now, if you now waba, and say your park here, your base or we park in the base. If you park in the bay, no one park here, which mean notice. Say one park here, and see your boka. Sentence say be our park here and wako park here. Emma wechi anasa watai akwa pie another bay mu. That is instead of one bay no wafa mienu. Nti even though we park in we try our ticket a ball, but we could be another bay one.
So you've parked wrongly.
You've parked wrongly.
Okay.
And that means wabo abayne car meboa. For parking carelessly no, you be car.
Okay.
Notice.
So if you parked without paying the appropriate fee for parking, a offense. If you parked wrongly, a offense. Whatever, if you parked more than you paid for.
Well, that means you have parked without authorization beyond senior work and numbers. There's extra time now, but that's no one here.
But there could be a reason.
Well, then that is why this conversation is important.
Okay.
And the reason is what will make you challenge whatever they give you.
Thank you.
The reason is tenable.
I think you're giving me more relief now. So I can challenge.
You can.
Under what circumstance?
Right. And you share different instances. Be as in me kind me park here no. Me stop here no. I'm trying to adjust, maneuver, and go and park properly. Or that is proper driving.
Right.
Me call me chi na me turning ya me bu ade no ana a lucky here. BBS wa car no car
And the car cannot move.
But as I because say as I be say nti car no achie kodi another bay mu.
Okay.
Must stop. Because already no bibi abaka no nti as I say bia me call seek intervention. Ehọ no say me seek intervention I don't need to pay for the first bay. Because I'm seeking intervention for what has happened that prevented me from parking properly. And tibia me seeking intervention from mechanic and I say insurance company no accident cover company no obe restore me way in amame no. And for whatever reason I moved away to be able to get better coverage to speak to them. Me buy near the idea ya bobo. Your mitigation is that car no say, and for health and safety reasons, you had to just leave it there. Because any attempt can trigger danger to other people. And it's a that is a reason for that wrongful act.
Okay.
But you have to give evidence.
Okay.
Says nipa na or attend to enunye evidence or mo stress or mo yade enunye. Bi o mo ba fix here o ma receipt. Almost bet me note. I confirm said they came to attend to the vehicle from this time to that time. And say work it out. They who said that time no na force no or the other no buy there. Then we are right to say no. In a way, there was no way he could have prevented this wrongful act. So there was mitigation.
Okay. So would this be a good reason? Say I've gone to a parking slot. I'm supposed to pay, say, £1.20 for an hour. And I've estimated, say, maybe 1 hour into my copper coins and I change. By the time I got back, there's a parking ticket on my car issued by the council. Can I challenge that?
So the councils are required by the law, the bylaws that govern road traffic movement and as enforcement, to give reasonable flexibility.
Okay.
Now, what park you have say, and I will charge the end. Cause machine is the baby. We call by near the ababo So we have to check time now. We could try bebo no. Be a time now we try bebo no. Actually say, we try the end. What the battery be a 405. Papa no so the other bebo. We buy no near the ababo 403. Just within a matter of 2 minutes now, we'll back there now. I could try what they now with the bano, but I bebo no. And mind you, they do it because they get commission.
Oh, so they can do that deliberately?
Well, you can say deliberate, or that is why you also have the right to challenge if you think that they didn't do it properly. More often than that, they are doing their job.
Okay.
But the point is that sometimes too, they are not flexible. The enforcers are not flexible. Mind you, they are human beings. They are human beings like the drivers. And so, if you know they are the calculated time, you hang on 5 minutes. This is unrealistic. You can challenge it. So, that time no, they are no na me jina ho na me try me take it. Na me de abe tari at the end me car. So it cannot be possible.
But can I challenge there and then?
You have time frame within which to challenge, usually 28 days or 14 days to pay, 28 days to challenge. Now, the point is this. So we've mentioned that if you park wrongly, or even instances if you stop wrongly, mind you, so stop yellow box more, yellow box no, honestly offense. Because that's a very serious hazard. So across uko parking more a serious uko stop more. In this be a the car depending on the traffic movement, you have to calculate and check say senior ade airflow immediately mekamu and as a mefimu before the green light.
And it's your responsibility.
It's your responsibility. You are the driver. So that is one instance. So what we are saying is that you can challenge if you feel that the time officer no the ticket in the buy no. So that time na wo kocha ticket. Now what the or the notice the buy no kocha ticket e da bobo ho. Nti calculate here. It is not reasonable say within that short time he couldn't have waited for the person. So usually they have to wait. Give themselves about 10 minutes allowance. Nti I don't know so if you mean to do it there by that time, no why So that is that point. So you can check, but most of the time we don't check. You who na quickly act it. But what calculate, you know, who said no, so that time we na make a charge, you can challenge it. Number 2, so be another one who drive a car. So we have driver and we have keeper. So you want to drive a car no, you have to explain why say it cannot be your responsibility. Because na inya wona wo drive could be said na obi na we car no na ode nam and as obi na offer car no without your permission bia no unwi aye but wa fa without your permission then you cannot be necessarily held.
And is that reason acceptable?
Well, but I mean it's every reason is acceptable provided it is not acceptable to them. So when because Omaka say we have the keeper, we have the driver, as I said. They say, who feels like you want to drive here? This will be the one or drive here. Then the question will be, say, why Ben soon as I'm in panel?
Car.
Then your responsibility to. So there are 2 duties if you go that route. And if you can prove, say, or fire without your permission there, then be requesting an address. No more command. So all you do is to provide the person's address, and they will send it to the person to pay for that, provided says sanity. Now, the next one no so say bia na omode ade no brew no sometimes so notices ni bi omo a ye post to e brew. Imagine say ye post to ade no brew no. Na address maybe a woti no wonti ho biem. We move from that place. But mind you, DVLA for our address based on your driver's license so no. And now post office for also our address based on redirection request or ye make. And this hana wote na move home. That's a way redirection because within that period, it could be say post. So you redirect, and the law is that you can redirect for at least 6 months up to 4 years maximum. Okay. If you redirect it, now also somebody be brave no, I dare no kwada baby. Na saa time na no kwada ho no why redirection there. Na saa de na amba baby na woti a na just say why fault.
That's not your fault. What now I redirect?
Yeah, no. We redirect here. We my post office for mandate.
So then it wasn't your fault.
It's my fault.
Post here now.
Post office.
It could be post office.
Yeah,
Yes.
post office for say post office for fault. Yeah, and then your fault. What it is in said, then they have to reissue at the end to you, having known say a hanawati and that's a post office for a mistake. No man for the end. But then you have to prove say a post office for a fault. You have to show your redirection mandate. No. Now you actually time now we redirect any time now then buy no. Then we can say ordinarily no say we redirect this time now then no yeah the issue no post no this time there. Then it should have been redirected to your new address, not the old one. Therefore you couldn't have known say bibi akwada wechi.
Okay.
Ekwabasa you have to then put in so we have baby I feel there ache na bia ade ne kopie court ye bebe no so na ade ne nche na wo appeal nti wo appeal they will look into it and check say information no and representations no we making no acceptable say you acceptable there then they will say no there are instances bia akwafa baby baby akwafa no sa car na wo drive no emfa ho
Okay.
because sometimes wo drive here you wo cycle for you wo normal
pedestrians
and you walk bus for. Imagine akofa bus for baby. Near the penalty abrewa. What is your defense? Unless say be a say car no break it down. Until now there are two hazard. And now we yan kakran now until now say ho so that at least you can avoid danger.
There's this scenario that's come to mind. Yemfa say there's a slip road. Now, slip road, you know, a slip off from the main route to maybe I would be exiting. Now, on that same slip road, you know, there's a bus lane. And see, cycles, motorcycles, any patient vehicles, no, or moving for bus lane. But common sense tells you, say. Udi traffic and also it's causing traffic on the main road. And you know, if we say coming because me corner, people are going right, I'll be turning left. And if I'm not quickly my turning left, then your mama take it. Common sense is telling me say me jina may cause further traffic on the main road. And into the mommy yes, would that be a good reason?
Will traffic be hazardous and be injurious to health and safety?
It's wasting time.
Well, yeah, wasting time, yeah. But that is okay.
Look, common sense.
It's not common sense. We're talking about the law.
No, but some brand the common sense.
But common sense is subject to manipulation. We're talking about the law. The law is say, "Oh, kwa, nessa wo be di ha start we chire na planning." Into be do baby a wo kono na wonim sa afi de we be di nkrofo na omo nyina akwafa ha no so. Na se wa gina ho na afi na wo be du ha na wo pese wo nko na wonim yansa nti wo mpese.
But me free mono, I easy traffic from the main road.
Well, but it's not your job to ease traffic. It is your job to prevent accident and hazard to safety and life and health. But say who easy traffic? Say the senka police for no be yes I adwuma no meboa. Nti waji police for adwuma here.
But then American say, me who say it's creating a lot of problem before me and even after me.
Yes, fantastic job. But is it your job?
Common sense.
Well, we're not talking about common sense. It's not your job. So that will not be a mitigation. But some catch say I had to do this because a be an ambulance be ba. So I had to do this. That makes sense. Because you had to then pave way for that. And by law, you have to open up for that.
Ambulance and
therefore I can say I opened up, and by opening up, I encouraged to this point. But there was reason, and that is to prevent accident. That's tenable. But you say me yes, sir, because me na me need answer to control traffic. Come on.
Well, let me say, yeah, they everywhere. Then no, a penalty charge notice. Now, penalty charge notice. No, quite bad. So now, bet me alpha a challenge. And we live on BWTV. We live on BW Radio, BWF Solicitors Facebook, and our YouTube. Abena Ativo, thank you very much. Daniela Che Mensa, thank you for coming on board. Gifty Owusu Bempa, I think we've seen you as well. Gifty, thank you for your contribution. We'll be looking at paying by the various means. Now, any say will challenge, so Gifty, your question definitely will be answered by a lawyer in due course. I was say, question be or concern be with me as sending or text at the brain 07950. 422780 07950 422780. Ebren also saw with me afraying 07399 208468 07399 208468. A quite ben so now with me appeal against PCN, a penalty charge notice issued against your vehicle. Lawyer Charles Asma, BWF Solicitors, and now on the Sa and Komoy. Well, I'm inviting you, come join us, bring in your questions, your concerns, and your issues. Na far and to Professor Ade, let's pick up Gifty's question. Now, you say bit me, I'm lawyer answer quickly before we go to how to do that one. I mean, it's better to pay by phone when parking. It's even cheaper than putting coins in the machine. Gifty, will phone in failure with that? Bianca, lawyer, is it better to pay by phone?
Well, that is relative to Nipano Otiano. So, for example, Nipai Otia by phone. Na wafra de no nko oba na ye de adna beto na de no so. But the question is so what you by phone there, why do you have to move away from the car? Because you could have just stayed where your car is parked and make your call. Think no ba wa catch and say, oh, crofone na me friend we. Now I say okay, then we give you time. But we could baby na wo friend won. Unless we are say necessarily move away from side place because now we are network. Maybe it'll be accepted, but that would be a very weak defense.
So let's look at the challenging. If I challenge or even make an appeal, and almost so, is that the end of the story?
See, near a woman say, oh yeah, appeal. So how do you do the appeal? When you are there now, you have say. Your bulk be a 60. Every council or borough has its own rate.
I think the minimum is 40 pounds.
Yeah, maybe a 80, cut down into 40, maybe a 130, down to 65 in that order. And depend on council noa, and as a borough na assembly see mono. And your friend say, would you know, SC na your day bail brow 130 pounds. 130 pounds, you have 14 days to pay to get the discount of 50%.
Right.
In this ocean, unia sembia ebeboa mo appeal, you just pay. But the moment you put in the appeal, the clock stops.
Until it's decided.
Until it is decided.
Okay.
And if someone decided in your favor there, they cancel it. If you decide against you, they give you the time back to pay the half. There's still a win there, then it goes to 100%. Still a win there, ebioma air ninim na air kosro. This also includes ULEZ zones.
Ultra low emission
zones. So these days, ULEZ cut across every part, literally every part of London especially, and even our outer parts of London. Na ULEZ and so eka ho ebi. Congestion charges and so eka ho bi. And all those ones now, council ni TFL a control no. Now, yeah, the idea bro in a wapele, you go online, enter the PCN number, just Google PCN.
Prof, for notice no to so my name say let's see. Okay, yeah, that's one. Yeah, let's get on.
So you have received your PCN. Or see, do not ignore, because you ignore it at your own peril. Sometimes we ignore, but we remember to return to it, because we then realize that, hey, this is not coming from a private entity. It is coming from the government, and you dare not. So what do? You open it, you check, and they have given you the reason for the notice, contravention, you know. You look up to say, is this the case? Then you go online, type appeal against a PCN, a baby aba. Now what ball? Say council, particular council, you can even type appeal against Haringey PCN or Lambeth PCN or Newham PCN, whatever it is. A baby aba. Or appeal against TFL PCN, ebe yaba. Then you enter the PCN number. Now I will pay or appeal.
Okay.
Inti Omau appeal no, you click on the appeal link. It will tell you to enter your statement. Then you type your statement, and here we are looking at why you think you are right for doing what you did.
Okay.
And the advice is that the reason should be purely based on health and safety to others, or that you were not the driver at the time.
Okay.
These are all, and if the car broke down, then it is you are preventing danger to others.
For purposes of discussion, no, we using Borough of Bucksbourne penalty charge notice PCN number, no, for purposes of data protection. You block it out, no. You see the PCN number, the serial number of the ticket, no. Now, reason of the contravention on Mamani code parked in a restricted street during prohibited hours.
Time. Good.
I know you're one of the reasons.
I know one of the reasons. In terms of timing, board. So now I will check and say, do I park here for free at this time or not? So I will park here at that time, then that place is prohibited. Sometimes it can be a yellow line or red line. No, I park him. Sometimes a disabled area, bay. No, I park him. All those are reasons for getting the charge. Because they are contraventions. In your normal reason, then you check to see, say, is this reason accurate under my circumstance? And to say, okay. So we go on the internet. It will give you your rights anyway to go down to say, if you think blah, 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 appeal within this time. So you go online and
it's on my
enter the appeal number. Once you enter your appeal number, you enter your PCN number, you enter your representation or make your statement. That is where you have to be very careful.
Okay.
When you're because you know, if it's purely common sense, it will not go anywhere.
And it's me say my ba who say ticket ebo me were reason be a say maybe the notice grab boy say mpake wo ha no enye clear. Or probably BBNC near you. Can I take pictures and show that evidence to say these are the reasons why I was parked at this point and into Yamame ticket?
So once you make your statement, you have to add evidence.
Okay.
And in no circumstance should you appeal without evidence. Sometimes we just do without evidence just to see if your statement alone will be accepted. And evidence, they weigh the evidence against the statement and see, say, all right, I think this makes sense.
Okay.
Ebia senior okano nipa no park ho because so one park here issues but in terms of danger to other people, other road users.
Okay.
That will be acceptable, but so we show evidence say you took steps to fix the vehicle.
Okay.
Nipa no ba fix it, statement ben or the bema na say receipt no the man where say ampa ba fix the car no. They actually say that time no ba fix the car no. Is it the same time one? And I say within that period no na yema penalty notice no ana. And you say I didn't about then 2 days later, now I could throw this or my fix the car and that one yeah, it is very, very easy. So make us say no. And the next thing also and say a piana adiano ekopie court.
Okay.
So ekopie court wa ufre council no and I say nkrofo no make say deal with the court. So you call the court and you tell them, say, these are my reasons for this contravention. Court will send you what we call Form PE2, declaration, and then Form PA3. And see, Form PE2, no, let's just add, assembly could peer court.
Okay.
And see, a bar, uber fail it, now I feel PE3, no, and so. Now it has to be, because PE3 no, is the statutory declaration. So you need a lawyer to declare that, to witness it for you. Into we are now with the reasons now with the evidence no we post to Akoma court.
Okay.
The court will look into the matter and says, we cannot punish this person, Santi, or more reverse decision to charge you.
Okay.
It is somewhere reverse to the original discount level.
Or
especially if it's a case, it's a redirection be or horn or munim to Nakoban sana, then they will reduce it to the original level. No mama will notice. The reason is for the court to tell them to reissue the notice to you. To see, say, and the crisis and can take action. Now, if you say, this is where you live, so it will be posted to your correct address.
Okay.
Then we are not dealing with the police notices, any penalties now there no. Until we are not going there. Another time we look at the Road Traffic Offences Act and the ones that involve the police and what do we have to do, disqualification now there no. But then we are staying within council notices and the private landlord notices.
Okay.
Until we send a court will look into it, then the court will inform the council no or issue notice no there's a creditor no now when you reissue original notice now then you pay the original charge.
Okay. Lawyer, may young beyond the appeal or even say the notice no abro the 14 days has elapsed for some reason 28 days no crown so HM. What happens to Nipa? Issue notice no on. Ubetimi akko beyond the period no. I can say okay, beer for 1 or 2 reasons. Dimentimi and chia, but kamoma me payment plan. Na mincha na kakra because obviously when the time gets passed na fee no kosro and notice charge no kosro. Inti sa kwa kodru to the extent se bikra na bailiff say yabemwa. Can you still ask, say, your mouth a benefit here?
Right. Inti more or less what jatum say your fault.
Yeah.
Say the kind.
Even though time na pa home.
Yeah, your fault to say the kind. We no. Number 2, omudi notice no bro na wan kasa ho. Na number 3, unisika with the betia. They say the question unisika with the betia adenti na watna wa madiano akosro. Then it is not enough to just tell them say na me nisika nti na me train na me hu kan ya me first wa member. Say a case say unisika with the betia. Then buy no you call them to make them aware say this is your situation.
You can't pay.
So then they will look into your.
So the best thing is don't leave it. Don't ignore it.
You don't ignore
Act.
it. There are 2 options. If you have a reason of ignoring it, then you ignore. But if you don't have a reason, then you don't have to ignore. What could be your reason? The reason may be that so you have appealed. You haven't ignored it per se, but you are challenging it.
You're challenging it. Okay.
So you are not paying anything. But the moment you say, "My accept by Minisikano," then you have accepted your liability. And once you've accepted liability, right from the beginning, you make them aware. Say, be a circumstance I want to accept the discount. But in that case, you have to call them. Because there's nothing on the online platform where I can't say, pay how much you want to pay. Either you pay or you pay whatever. But if you are going, you can't pay a bit and leave the rest. Until you call them to tell them, say, okay, I have to pay, let's say, £65. I don't have that much in my account. Can you break it down for me? Then in this case, it's a matter they are looking into. So there no cost through no. You just refer to say, a cost through because we haven't finished dealing with the payment plan.
Okay.
Then your fault.
But are they obliged to accept to say Eunice can help us with your kakaka?
But the point is, if you don't have the money to pay, what can they do? They will look into your circumstance, won't they? Yeah, so if it's genuinely the case that you don't have the money to pay and your circumstances are obvious, then they will look into it and look at how to address it. But it's also not a case to just say I can't pay, because you have to prove it, so you can't pay. They may ask for your bank statement. They may ask for why you think you can't pay. They may ask how much do you earn and what is your disposable income after, or your surplus income after your expenses. And to me, this a way in evidence and actually say no, yes, I net there, then you don't have good reason not to pay. But there are people who may, you see, under normal circumstance, would drive it there.
Also, when you're scared to rent.
Also, but to fuel now, the to fuel and all those things now. It be £70 and let's say £65. That's also going to mean in check there. Naturally, say a better din so Matthias here. You have to prove it.
Okay.
Say and of say with circumstance, So which yes as you can
Okay. Say a kwane could do bailiffs is your situation desperate? Can you still do something about it? And I think also would you. Because bailiffs hold a £500.
Yes, because I am more bills, more cost account, service charge account on the idea. Even I could do because every do bailiff not to say could pay court, my court ama warrant, authority to the bailiff to act. So one or maybe you in your own back say you pay or we seize your property.
That's right.
To offset. Now, bailiff so they will call you. And tell you, say, Master, this is the situation. So,
bailiff,
no, but so, what I'm saying is, so number 2 of fear, they will tell you. So number 2 of fear, they will call you wherever you are. It might be say, uchi, only other people neti. We are co-tenant. Your co-fear or not other co-tenant in the ho. They will take your number and call you. Because we are properties now, we are a lodger. So they can't take the other person's property. So they will call you. And tell you, say, this is the situation, pay. Sometimes you talk to them, then they will say, okay, if that is what you are saying, it sounds compassionate. So pay X amount. Then call the people, the main creditor, to arrange payment plan.
Okay.
Then they will take payment on the phone. Then they will leave.
So at the time my baby drew bailiffs honor, do you still have any legal chance to go back to the original creditor and now say what the order can originally?
So everybody do wait for honor, not just say go through the court process. What it means, you might have ignored all the notices.
Okay.
Until a due point to enforcement. And the enforcement, they say court to me say you have to pay.
Okay.
So the third party enforcer has come in to enforce the judgment, and that's a permission from the court. Mind you, some of these third party enforcers, almost sometimes they buy the debt. And go and deal with it. And
see, when they have probably bought the debt, and not just original owner of the debt,
So what normally happens is that if they are, as I said, once they listen to your case, now Musa are compassionate enough for, okay, pay maybe X amount, say 500, pay £300. Then we'll tell the creditor. Then you call them to explain to them, because who would have then explained your circumstance? They will take maybe some evidence to confirm that. Then you set out a payment plan. Because they expect to say you would have then dealt with the creditor at the first instance. So about second instance there, then you have to pay something by way of punishment. You pay fully or you pay some significantly. Then depending on your story, then to avoid taking property out of that, belongings out of that premises, then they will refer you back to the creditor. You deal with the creditor, then you sort it out.
Right. Well, minim say all question, minim say all concerns, minim say all issues. And until Sabri, I am going to pick up some of them from what do you call it, the platform, you know? Or you can text in 07950422780. Good afternoon, real quick, lawyer Asma. What evidence would one provide if postman mistakenly dropped the PCN in a different box? Or the other neighbor toolbox, next door neighbor, or even an address that is similar to what number? No, evidence when out.
Well, you didn't receive it.
Okay.
Almost say they posted it. We'll see on Sanka. So they have to prove that they posted it.
Okay.
You have to.
But say in recent time, they drew court.
Yeah, of course, it do court. But your mitigation is on Sanka because on Sanka, how would you have known?
Okay.
Say a redirection issue, a post office phone at fault. But say a redirection issue, now for no more ba and no more call to baby for how would you have known? Because on commodity to Kaswa, nga obe deal with. But modi brow a number. So modi brow by hand, number do in same dia. They have to prove say so they will have to show say modi beto if fear we you letterbox door number so and so. But if they can't prove somebody by two door numbers so and so there, then there's no way to me I challenge say Omoma will notice at the time. Then they have to reissue.
Okay. Okay, we Nana Bob dear no any about what do you call it? Traffic idea ye kaho asem no. Nana, let me pick up just another one na memra was so ebio. Obi for will be to me they will text and answer WhatsApp message no at their brain. You can do a voice note as well. 07950422780. But lawyer, for the benefit of young and Crawford, no, let me pick up Nana Bob. Nana Bob say, how do you apply for settlement scheme status for a child who is 6 months old? Only passport, birth certificate in Kwa and or ne papa a EU citizen or what settled status?
Yo, akwala ne the 6 months. Ne papa a settled in the UK. It doesn't matter so yeah foreign national or you're settled in the UK.
Okay.
And I want to believe you say your work na papa is settled. So your work na papa is settled there. No, you know ne papa so there. Then why don't you register akwala no?
Okay.
And I say you make the necessary application for akwala no.
Okay.
And there are instances that you feel now your friend is say settlement scheme application ama akwala. It is over register akwala and it's over apply for passport ama akwala depending on say time where you akwala no or papa and that's all mommy settled and now so say you akwala no echire no or mommy abaye settled and that's or papa no abaye settled. Then you can take one of the two options no. Then you help Aqualano by either registering or making a passport application.
Or bet me a text here in 0739 or 0739920848. And I say over send a text on a WhatsApp at a call 07950422780. Lawyer any how to appeal against the PCN that's placed on your vehicle. And so you can join us with any legal issues, say immigration, say a family, say senior obi adenede abai. Let's pick one or say good afternoon, lawyer. Children making registration as British. Omo here so omo be biometric na.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. There are instances and I say most of the applications now, you buku nkolano to go and do the biometric.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm no so could do what. But say your passport am akola your trakola picture.
Yeah.
Then the
Is that called any biometric? We are not in developing.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Say it depends on say akola no senior or tie. Say because akola I feel we register no there. Not just say no, I check akra. because wo no na wo benya wo de
Okay.
wo benya wo settled so anti wo be register no register akwala no ho awo kakra
Okay.
but say wo akwala na wo de dadade a then you don't go through the registration anyway.
Okay.
And then we go through the passport route. Into akwala no bia we dey 6 months there aya na omo ho aye den kakra nti me sure say omo tumi there are instances where ye buku na omo akoye ama akwala no.
Okay. Nti say emfa say you have a reason say bia feel say akwala na de no enye here. Could you put in like an explanation letter say this is the situation akwala ni sadodo nti I don't think the akwala deserves to or has to do the biometric. Can you do anything like
Biometric is part of the application. And to obey what you have to do. Omo could do a hwa. Crofo no omo ya ade na abehwe say palm no is conducive enough for them to get what they want. There was one application and no adult though, no adult. But none in same no de bia na hair very sweaty. There are people like that.
Okay.
So when to me nya ade no. So they had to leave a note. No man of form, no the form in the brain. And the form says that they've done the biometric, but the fingerprint, they couldn't do because of X, Y. No, mama reasons. No, I'm taking in here on my no. On some of the back application, no,
Okay.
na case worker no make a decision, but that will not affect the panel decision anyway.
Lawyer, we ABC say, is there any update on delays or applications at Kokakafung office?
Yo, sisi ano ne amo kan no say private life application, family life application, some of them. No, standard time no doesn't apply anymore. And when I read that, these people they're always moving the goalpost to another point. They are now saying say 11 months.
11 months.
11 months. Into delay no dear omu but I should also say application outcomes also keep coming.
Okay.
Obian niti, especially FLRM dear no. Nkrofo no a omo gina omo yere adeso mu kunu so aye application no. And dey enche kra na aba.
Oh, okay.
And dey okwa enche na aba. But normal na one thing there aye na eche. We because but me I'm not depending on my wife or so what, but it is what I'm just saying say ebi eye fast, ebi nso eye slow. But no more can say delay no and so entry. But the mechanic in say it is working. So let's just keep hopes alive.
So, can we still do the pre-action protocols?
Yeah, we keep doing the PAPs. We keep doing the PAPs. But I say, doing the PAP changes, but it doesn't change much. Because why a PAP, when they respond and say yes, the standard time has changed for these reasons. So
obi aye application for fee waiver. Nano so akwa dimusa. Does it fall under these categories?
Fee waiver no aye nchesa. Issue or how refer or say bring this, bring that to confirm something. Fee waiver because they are supposed to get a fee waiver outcome for you so that you can proceed. Already be a wadi no ewu and that's a ebewu. So they have to act. In fee waiver no aye nche bebresa. Ni actually your main applications now you there tomorrow.
Okay. 07399208468 and 020812310016. Wait me so send it will concern any will question no at the platform no so wabra we'll call either Facebook or YouTube and say LinkedIn. We live on LinkedIn as well. More radio so me must say between 7 and 8 p.m. Echna Enyumre Ewo BW Radio. So there will be a repeat broadcast of this program in Tishan Sosa and Mami. But Sabri ye Joe concerns ye Joe questions no na fe ye de so ade ama etie for ahwe. Nti bomodi ana efre ana say obetimi and so ascending. There's an example of a lawyer Mamimfa we and to so. Ni letter yi. Say, ukunya PCN, data protection here, hide it and no AB. But this is an example of what the Royal Borough of Greenwich, we have carefully considered what you say, but we have decided to cancel your penalty charge notice. If you also I say waka and also so yente. If you receive a letter like this, does it end the story?
I see we've decided to cancel. That means they've cancelled it. So you are no longer liable. End of story. End of story. Because you appealed and they have accepted your appeal. And they've cancelled it.
Okay.
That means they have realized that they are wrong.
Right.
But so if you somewhere you're right, they will say no.
So if they refuse your appeal, how many times else can you re-appeal?
Well, you appeal to them, but if they say no, that's it. That means if you had a stronger reason, that would have worked.
Right.
And the ones that usually don't go through are the ones that we test the water to see how it will go.
How do we do that?
Test the water. Well, remember you told me that you had to maneuver veer off to the bus lane because you were being a good citizen.
You are trying to use common sense.
Yes. Well, this is your reason. So you put in as mitigation and appeal that this is why I did that. And in my view, if I hadn't done that, it would have created issues. They will look into it and see, okay, it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, so if it works, fine. If it doesn't work, at least it gives you time to organize yourself and pay.
Okay. 073-99208-468 and now 0208-123-1016. But you will be war line or something. You try say you bet me and no attrition comma. Hello? Hello? Oh, I'm saying line no and to me and you know so but you'll be to me assign afre. Sorry about that. 0208-123-1016. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, brother. Cool.
But you're not what to say.
You have the moment where now where?
Yami on Dumboko. Yama ticket now.
Have you? Let me give you a quick question about EU. But you said me to Bamudia.
You bet you have a question. But your loyalty.
You lawyer manager lawyer.
Yeah, me too. So.
The passion not me because yeah you worry EU for now. You worry you know you go through settle status no. You know settlement. You bet you Mr. Lano yeah life in the UK exams maybe an affair. So you be naturalized, you be live in the UK and then back on another.
Oui.
Oh, what's up?
Oui.
I'm going to I'm 100%.
Patron Annie.
You be live in the UK, no,
Life in the UK and English.
What's it?
Life in the UK, bako, and English and so bako.
English, bako.
So, Obetro.
Aye, Obetro. Unless you are 65 years. And that's a war, exemption reason, be a disability, be another issue, be a man to mean, they want to mean exams. There's no way I will to me, I pass it. And the medical evidence now I fill medical evidence form. Now doctor confirm it. Now they account forms. Now they come out home office. Say we know you are exempted. And the exemption by age and by disability.
Okay.
Age is 65. In some person over trauma, it is say we prove say what disability be a preventive. And that's how we're trying with this 65 now I call you free.
Okay, lawyer.
Okay. Yes, that's it. 0208-123-1016 and now say over send WhatsApp and our voice note at the AFA 07950422780 07950422780. We'll be for our line also. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, fine afternoon.
Yeah.
But then I'm passing about a line of soccer.
But you're crying, it's your loyalty, why?
Okay. But no, me ba last January. Oh no, June yeah. Right. Now, no wife for ye a Eunice. And me ba no nya a indefinite. Within 2 months, yeah. Now, make my a British passport. I'm more.
Yo, and your British passport na wo pay ama wo ba na mom indefinite leave na wo pay ama wo ba no. A bank applications especially kola ye wo outside no ye dey o ma ba UK ha no a. Emra no any say if you can see for the Secretary of State ono ne opay no na obey say obey register one as unregister one. Into section 3 of Emrano and BNA and the British Nationality Act no amendment about Nationality and Borders Act 2022 no. And so no I just say nkwala mkuta indefinite leave to remain no. And so mukura indefinite leave no for 2 years.
Okay.
Because say bebu boss no so some time ago. Discretion is apart from say you won wa bontin, apart from say only 18 years, apart from say no, say be register no as a so trust say watna ukronumu 5 years and now say okuta ni indefinite no 2 years unless so ya kwala peche eno no yentumi nka say on train answer. Into those are the exemptions for nkwala no. Into unkwan umbeya wa be I just say umukuta indefinite there but just omukremu.
But hello.
Yo, Matthew. Why?
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's CP so a friend on your program no so 0739920848 and also send a text and WhatsApp at the call 07950422780. Say, Kay, what's say you're struggling to get the full information. Me who what it is if you can provide further details a bit me aboy pa ebema to me akọ here lawyer parking ticket is semi any idea does it go straight to court and I say yeah body be a meet me dimuntamo ansem ansana akwa kudru court and I say chinchina so wunchia ye na ebre no so ne atam de court.
We know a civil liability. Nti nipa na won nya asam no na won no edi. Nti say a council na won bedi na say a individual landlord nso a ano na won no ebedi. Say TF nso a omo na won bedi. Before e be ko do third party nsem na just say omo ahwa omo nti wonka. Nti I say debt factors abeto e kano and omo angasa echi. And I say champion ata solicitors DB abefa no more chetro and now say I didn't copy court te copy court na kwa debt claim beko county court usually ya na call Northampton St Catherine and te ko do ho a court betro when say court seal ebo honestly I don't know one thing I do so. They complete the court form no, na court are pick stamped and sent to you. But once if you court have an idea, a copy court. If you feel say, who be can, then you tell the court say this is why I didn't why they. Because what friend for no crowd, they will tell you say copy court. Into what issue call the court.
Into say when your court notice na, wait when your fair court and say probably you still want the chance to appeal against it because in concrete court na chances ni nyina atwa mu.
Of course. Yes, court will be ma o ufre court court betie wasem no. Na omam send no form. Yes omo tie ya na omo eno ano no. Omo send no form PE2 and PE3.
Okay.
PE2 no will state your reasons for challenging more or less at any PE court. PE3 no a statutory declaration by a lawyer.
Okay.
We are now with the evidence to account. Now, what the akoma court ni bi. Na court na ashum. More or less a seminal na wo ye no. Na court ashum.
But that, does it give you time? Does it buy you time?
So we now your time no be no. Until court to show more. Now we refer a seminal to creditor no. Say osusun say ade no fa so ne huntu munchum. And now so osusun say omofa enko original charge no. Na moma na mre 14 days for discount or 28 days to pay. And those are the flexibility.
Me shouldn't say. I think people might want that clear explanation. Say, oh, letter from Northampton Court. Say, you charge you court fee 75. PCN original Eunice say, they say I move a call from BM 160 to 195 into be awarded a court 200 and something. At that time, no, say for quarter, does the clock stop? And now say, me even to the extent of selling it off to a bailiff.
No, at that time, no, bailiff na more or less omodo I didn't could pay court. So for court, yes, the clock stops because court will then have to look into it.
Okay.
And the court ni wiye juma na court ni feel say no for so bia ni ho dia. Then, of course, depending on asama wodeba, and it might be say a very, very laudable reason. There are a couple of PCN challenge I have made, not for myself, but for Obia. It could be £1,200. So, Nipani there was about redirection. Until now, at the end, we redirected the post because we're moving home. Now, at the end, I'm doing the and the time and any bar so no, ne copy court. I didn't have £1,200. Yeah, the court fee in your money in account. Then the mechanics call the court and tell them say this is why now wouldn't say BB say air coso. Court the form a brand. And we had to complete the form. It has to be declared and witnessed. Or send a call or the evidence in our account because sometimes you look at the thing and when we say on merit, you have high chance of success. And the call now offering me can say, oh, our friend is say, is 1,020 if you want to go to your original 165. Let me say, yeah, he said they win him, so go and pay the 65 and get things out of the way. But from 1,002 to 65 is possible.
That's also another good one. Seke, concern or day by or say Lawyer Richard was making a very good submission on either Tuesday or Thursday. I think it's Thursday, and the House allowed caller till he ended up not finishing his EU submission.
The court, or is it?
It was on a Thursday program.
No, let leave what the person says. And the House allowed caller till he ended
the
up...
host, I think the host.
Oh, the host
allowed caller till he ended up not finishing his submission. DM said that Lawyer Richard, they can be... you know what? Seke, send the number and answer send the text. 07950422780 no so. Yeah, better say ibitimi ama Lawyer Richard I reach you because I don't know.
As if not lawyer
explain BB and I'm said call on.
Catch say on Sunday question
no.
Embra will respond directly to Nimpano with answer why. We
okay.
tailor it to your specific need, so don't worry at all.
Yeah. And
we are always willing and happy to help.
Send a text on Ebre in 07950422780 07950422780. Obi for be answer so what issue per se or the brain or program so you can send a text or call the line 07399208468 na lawyer abeboa ayi ano ade amayen ewo ha.
It makes sense. It doesn't make sense. So
okay, sorry about that. I think is the thing that is rerouting. Lawyer, say a bit beyond the year king. You can say acquired to the extent to say bailiffs are me over £500 bill. Na mint me entry at that time, and I can't afford also for them to come and remove my property because we are now me lodger senior or kind, you know. What mitigation na mitimi enya at that time? Cement me entry o me enya me neama amfa me yeden. I have admitted say me demoka akwa could do that level. And then me
you have to show that there is compassionate reason for reconsideration of your circumstance. There was one instance, one bailiff of Fred Nimpano, na Nimpano was hospital. Na bailiff says, okay, and your video call. Let me show you circumstance. Na Nimpano say, no, video call they mean to me because hospital allow video call. And I believe that I mean, Jim Chumisa, we are we could be a hospital to the extent say we hear reconsideration. And you pay half or more than half, or we take the things away. So it depends on the circumstance. Because in Korea, they shows an impano back okay, mini. There was, okay, all right. In that case, don't worry. We'll call you later or call the creditor and discuss with them. But for you to say no, as if you are playing games, So, but they always they are sometimes compassionate and willing to listen and to see how best to help. Unless the why are so dim pass some person betia. Into bailiff for no crown or several times, and at this time, the mother said, it is some baby pono, and I saw me you not way you yama, and as a so be or what, or me you yama. That's a way a lodger, dear. They will tell the party, say, okay, call the person, he pays, or we take the things away. Yes. Yeah, but son walk off a car, bro. Into more or less no more transfer, or say, well, if you and the bailiff mandate is that go to the property and take what is there to offset the bill.
Can bailiffs forcibly take your stuff?
Bailiffs. But that's the essence of bailiff. They have the court warrant not to arrest, but to take goods away. And
if they don't get hold of my property, what would they do?
Well, so imagine, sir, we are extremely destitute. No more buy no more yashi and fan car. Send here and one Omaboka. I'm sure so many mobile phone beer. That might be worth the cost.
Obi the comment we have see. Hey boy, bailiff wey dey free fee. The bailiff will not budge. Anyway, obetimi afreye ba kwakwa quiz very shortly, but if you have any comments and text or whatever it is, please send it to us and we will get lawyer to answer that. Obetimi our text is 07950 422780 and answer over 07399 468. It could be a voice note, it could be a text message, or you send the comment to our Facebook and YouTube pages, so you'll be picking up. You try to be na BWF Solicitors, and when we come back, we'll pick up our quiz and we'll draw the curtains down.
This is our world. Here we are in our community. There are the laws, there are the regulations. We have BWF Solicitors. BWF Solicitors, experts in all aspects of the law, family law, civil litigation, all immigration and nationality issues, representation in court, marriage and divorce. We pride ourselves to give you excellent legal services and follow through till we get you the right result and decisions. That is our mutual satisfaction. We have a team of excellent qualified solicitors and support team to help you every step of the way. Our senior partner, with over 30 years of unbroken service to the community, is a member of the Family Law Panel and has advised several lawyers and institutions in many legal matters. He is qualified to practice both in the UK and in Ghana. Come to us. Speak to us. Let us represent you. We are your trusted community partners when it comes to the law. Locate us on the 4th floor of the Anna House, 214 to 218 High Road at Seven Sisters in North London, N15 4NP. Nearest train station, Victoria Line to Seven Sisters Station, exit number 2. We are open for all consultations from Monday to Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Weekends by appointment only. Call us now on 0208 493 7340 or 077 127 61884. BWF Solicitors, your trusted legal partner.
Yeah, we have been dealing with the penalty charge notice conversation, but we're going to quiz a bill. But before we go to the quiz, Mami, quickly back to Nugget. Now, that will help you to properly understand this. The Home Office Nationality Good Character requirement has been amended, and the 10-year ban may no longer be applied. This charge means illegal entry. This change means illegal entry, overstaying, and absconding may also be disregarded when assessing good character requirements during the relevant 10-year period. This means to succeed, the following must apply. The applicant is applying for naturalization as a British citizen or registration after June 28, 2022. The person holds indefinite leave to enter or remain, and no concerns, for example, relating to their character, have arisen since the grant of indefinite leave that might cast doubt on the decision. This one was picked from the Nationality and Borders Act of 2022. And until yanko the quiz no so na yanhwe se yebetimi ebisa eho asam. Was say Na Brew arrived in the UK in June 2013 as a visitor. Subsequently, she overstayed until June 2016 when she married an EU national. Now, by UK 2013 June, or the visitors visa and a buy, or 3 years to 2016. There's a visitors visa, no 6 months a day man on asa, and what's 3 years a day akaho. And or worry EU national 2016 June. In June 2021, she applied for and was granted indefinite leave to remain. In June 2022, she was told by a lawyer that she cannot apply for British citizenship before June 2026, when she would have lived in the UK legally for 10 years since her overstay. Nabru wants to know whether she can apply for British nationality before June 2026. Then yebetimi aka se obetimi agina so. Obetimi aye, no, she cannot. The 10-year ban restricts her application until June 2026. 2, no, she cannot apply because she overstayed her visitor's visa until she married an EU national. And 3, yes, she can because June 28th of June, she can because since 28th of June, the law has changed and the 10-year ban no longer applies. Inti, Osha question now, about 2013, as a visitor, and now so until 2016. 2021, and or apply for indefinite leave to remain and was granted. In June 2022, she was told by the lawyer that she cannot apply for British citizenship before June 2026, when she would have lived in the UK legally for 10 years since her overstay. And 3 scenarios see the hing and apply. She cannot because the 10-year ban restricts her application until June 2026. No, she cannot apply because she overstayed her visitor's visa until she married an EU national. And 3, yes, she can because since 28th of June, the law has changed and the 10-year ban no longer applies. Inti yankwena yanhwe more answers no they more day ebeba one nana hima sapon please. Lawyer, we na yemi rofuno. Rofuno lawyer na try you nyamia. Me, I'm ready. Okay, now here one says, Alexa say, oh, the first one. Alexa says, say again, number 3. Number 3 is say, yes, she can because since June 28, the law has changed and the 10-year ban no longer applies. Alexa say, Edia, I don't know. Obi from so Emfa, Ebi, Emra, let's see what answers you have. Obetimia text your brain 07950422780. Rebecca Mwako say number 3. Number 3, no Anna Alex de Abai. Abna Tivo number 3. Number 3 or say yes she can because June 28 Emrano Asisa. Okay, Yenhe Nanahima Sapong. Nanahima Sapong essay number 3. Say, okay, number 3, very popular now. Okay, let's see. I heard the lawyer de ebema yang say the answer no esi etie. Ade mununkum, you're watching with us. Thank you very much. Ade, yame ensure. Na him asapon once na. Okay, what about to Facebook? What about to YouTube? Thank you so very much. Of front so Emra wine biu de ena yefa ewa ha tili duma tili. Bullocks D, Tilly, we'll say answer then number 3. Okay, so since 28th of June 2022, Emrano Asasa NNT obetimi aye ne application because the ban no longer holds. Why bio yanshe another one quickly ansana yapejemu me fa just about 1 or 2 say be amadi na me color ho na fe or the answer no e de amai. Lawyer Nabru asemi Owari Obaha 2013 June. Ena Owari 2016 Abra na wa overstay. Okay. In June 2021, no apply for Ena Yaman indefinite leave to remain. Okay. 2022 June, which is this year, about 5 months ago. Ena lawyer Bikache and said, "Untimi apply for British citizenship before June 2026, which is timer Owari in the EU." Partner no, and from there na yema no EU asetena no what was 10 years from a ho anti ontimi enye because overstay but na bru na setena any situation no at the same
yo inti yesha na bru a application under section 6 of the British Nationality Act, which requires say we cry indefinitely for 1 year. Now we should say what's now Chrome continuously legally for 5 years to the which my application.
Okay.
Prior to the 28th of June 2022, now Emrane say because say before obenya na setena na onibia na onibi. Nti obenya na setena ene ebra ye hwe mu a oware you ni no. Nti na nka so trying for 10 years. But Emrano Yasan Richard said, I feel the enhia sir train for 10 years be 5 years will be enough. This way at the end of 2016. Now 2022. Near woman dear.
It's 6 years.
When you 5 + 1 we cry at the end. And this we cry at the end for 1 year. Now what's legally for 5 years dear. Let's just say obey to me so I an application for her to be considered to become a British citizen.
Okay, Prof, yenko nuggets also na menhwe bibi wo people somebody has sent in said number 1 and a answer but or say the Home Office nationality good character requirement has been amended. Condition, and this means to succeed the following must apply. The applicant is applying for naturalization as a British citizen or registration after June 28, 2022. But you have a question also. Now, Brew, a application no June 2021, any man indefinite leave to remain. Until June 2022, no, not just say what time so for 1 year. And you say after June 28, people might be confused there. Until before June 28, or you're okay, and now the application should be after June 28.
I say after the relevant date of 28th of June 2022. So if you go back to the nugget, so go back to the nugget, I'll say this change means that overstaying blah, 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 will no longer be counted unless there are extreme suitability issues. No, say
this means
the application is that the applicant is applying for naturalization, and naturalization is British Nationality Act Section 6. No, it's your application under Section 6 of the British Nationality Act
after June 20.
And I say into which criteria I say applying or registering after June 28. And by June 28. And it will take effect after. So anytime
obey application.
After, anytime after.
Okay.
Until the next day will be 29th after.
Or 1st July.
After.
Or 30th June.
After.
Professor, come back to question. It's so interesting. People may get confused and they say, in June 2022, anchor date.
Right. In June 2022. But there is a presumption, unless we are able to rebut that presumption.
Okay.
The law is that from June 2022, by which day? 28th.
Okay.
So, again, when we go down, see, June 2021, June 2022. So when we count the time, it's 1 year.
Okay.
And the presumption is, say, June, as some go back to the law. What does the law say? The starting point in terms of day, the 28th.
Okay.
Into June, then we are stopping at 28th of June.
Okay.
So the presumption is 28th of June. Unless you are rebutting to say, I didn't know why you're clear say 28. But the law says 28. So the presumption is there. So the presumption is that from 28th of June, and therefore we can simply say from June.
From June 2020.
So from June 2022, I'm Rano ube to me after that. Okay. So it cannot be first because our first now I'm running Yamra. 28
common sense will mean
exactly. That's the presumption.
So obey application again after June 28.
Until we obey after June 28, you know, new Imrano, Ebekavano. But so why you would hear that dia is our chain. Imagine we would hear no 28 and they say 27th. And now 29th, you see, oh, I think I will buy the can we hear say, are you going to withdraw and do again? And I will bomb pies and refuse to know what
anyway,
I am brown with in favor B. Okay.
And may come from us all the time for about BWF Solicitors because they will show you the strategies and also advise you the best thing to do. So the answer is yes, she can because Mrano Assasa, senior lawyer at Mono. And back to the beginning and to draw our curtains down. Mema lawyer acquire fee the Odibija and then sorry Nafi Mabekram.
Yo, it's your phone now, shuffle, and then so you share it's in common of penalty charges are council 42 what's the brain and there TFL Transport for London what's the brain. You were charges bebre, you were police for 1 day, and you were individual landlords for 1 day. Then on common enough my council for what the brain and TFL for what the brain. Na mayedzi nkomon ka find that so what the them penalty notice be brawa botum aye appeal o Sunday to you no ewo engineer so a ekere say ampa bra asam no esi no na bibi nti nintum enya ho ehwe them na oti da botum aye application na appeal against them adzo no mpo se we kodu court a botum ama court aye aware there no onye o fault there dam adze no auto na mpo se bailiff fufu abemu a oba hot ade no na wasan ahwem biom nti me yeka ne nyina yin there say enya penalty notice a ma wo ho empopo bombodin hu lawyer na onte wasam nombo so wankasa nso botum aye a appeal na share mo obepe efi botum aye appeal send the time what notice ne be no na rekotwa ticket abobo azando botum so aye appeal send the baby I park in na ma o see no na sanya ndama botum bia epra obi anede okum obi tino hia da be yandam botum so appeal send even though no ya wo car no na ya wo naraka nto ya awo no wo da itia dam e kaw no botum aye dam o send dam pempendo na ade no okesi na ada bro no ade no see no na ye ho hwe a onyeye dam na ote there ya appeal a bombodin there is the evidence back ho na ama wo case no aya strong na etum edi nkunim say di nkunim there a what the penalty no nyina what the becho oba writing off na say enzi nkunim another enzi nkunim bia oba writing off another obeto wodo na wama etua half if you say the time you appeal no now we seize the time another wa stop the time no until 14 days no ba start biom after the appeal na say enzi nkunim there no over there ebombodze na etua entem ama enya oda ebombodze na etua entem ama bill no anko esoro bombodze na join biom next week na yemfa community and the law any nyama bebra BWF ya de brown no ensan embra biom ya da obi biara ase.
Well, Lawyer Charles Asma and Moteden Kase Oboyeng with the wonderful presentation. Today we have looked at how to appeal against the penalty charge notice. And don't panic, don't give up, don't ignore. Do something about it. If possible, appeal, give the evidence, and even if it has gone to court, the court will give you the chance to remedy the situation. Yademo ebesi nyame enka na onhwe so that you have a wonderful week. We have been live on BWTV, we have been live on BW Radio, we have been live on BWF Solicitors Facebook page, BWF Solicitors YouTube page. I am so grateful for your contribution, for your time spent with us, and of course for your questions, and believe that you will be with us same time next week. This same program will be rebroadcast on our radio channel BW Radio tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. GMT. Yafemo reku sefrempon ha ena medewo esie nyame enhwe so na omao ahoden sebeya your week will be fruitful. I'll be back again with you same time next week. On behalf of Professor Ade, my studio manager, on behalf of Sheila Ankara and the aesthetic director Padmo Dudu. And let's before I forget, we are starting our quiz from the very first day of December 2022. Very first day of December 2022. You stand a chance of winning a 2-week paid holiday in Ghana, flight and accommodation covered. The second prize is £500 and the third prize is £200 cash plus several other consolation prizes. And join us on Thursdays, 1st December, from 1st December until Friday the 23rd of December, and count on your luck. You will be lucky and you could win. Thank you so very much. We'll be back again same time next week.
Jesus, you're my everything, yeah. My everything is you, Lord. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Everybody say, yeah.